Herb London is with us. Herb, you just heard this breaking news.
I do indeed.
My analysis is that it makes Trump even stronger when he goes over there.
I think he becomes a lot stronger. But if I were in Trump's position, I would say to Theresa May, why don't you invite the new Prince of England, Harry Kane?
Harry Kane. For our viewers who don't understand, Harry Kane is an English soccer player playing in the World Cup. Have I got it right?
Exactly.
That's
okay.
right. Captain.
Now, Trump's in a very strong position.
He is in a very strong position with the NATO nations. He's in a very strong position with Theresa May, largely because of her internal weaknesses.
I'm talking about the Brits now, just about the Brits. They desperately need a trade deal with us.
That's
because
right.
if they exit Europe, and that's what their plan is, they need us as a trading partner.
That's right. And that is exactly what they're looking for. They're looking for some sort of trade agreement with the United States. And I think Trump will provide it. Trump is very eager to move ahead with the Brits, but on terms that make sense for both nations.
Would it be possible for the Germans to move on trade as well? Because they don't want the big tariffs slapped on their cars coming over to America.
Absolutely. I think that Merkel is clearly vulnerable to a very significant deal. Now, one of the reasons why is because of her internal political weakness. As a consequence, she's looking for some sort of arrangement that would boost the German economy. Trump has the right attitude. There is no doubt in my mind that if he can put together some sort of arrangement for Merkel and for May, he becomes a leading figure in Europe.
The Dow Industrials are still up 183 points at 24,640. Okay, you got that there, son? Okay. Herbert London. After Europe, our president goes on to Helsinki for the summit with President Putin. Now, these developments that we're just unraveling right here about Europe, does that put the president in a strong position vis-a-vis the Russians as well?
Well, to some degree it does. But you have to remember, you're dealing with a former KGB agent who's already culpable of using Novichok on at least 2 Brits and possibly 3 or 4 that have just come up. There is no doubt that the president has got to lay it on the line with Putin. On the other hand, he has an awful lot to offer. If the Crimea is one of the issues, the president can certainly say, look, you know what? We'll be perfectly willing to avert our gaze on this matter. This is a fait accompli. But what we are interested in is looking to see whether, in fact, you can play a role with Iran. We want you to peel off your arrangements with Iran. This would create stability in the Middle East.
Okay, so I'm looking for the big picture here. Our president goes on a trip to Europe, then he goes to meet Putin in a one-on-one summit. It seems like the tide is in his favor. It's in America's favor at the moment, especially bearing in mind the strength of our economy.
I don't think there's any question about it. The European economy has been in the doldrums now for months, and there is no doubt they are looking for a shot of adrenaline. In my judgment, President Trump can provide it.
For the benefit of our viewers, look, we don't honestly believe that events in Britain are that important to events in America, and certainly not to our markets. But here's an example of real chaos over there, which makes our president, who's about to go over there, look pretty good.
Well, the Brits may not mean that much to the American economy, but the American economy means an awful lot to the Brits.
Exactly. And they desperately need a trade deal with us.
Exactly.
So this pushes them more and more towards a deal with us. And yet President Trump himself is wildly unpopular with many sections of the British population, British voters. So here they need us, but they don't like us.
I
chaos and
think they love Americans. They may not like the manner, the style of Trump. That, I think, is what is holding back an awful lot of positive sentiment when it comes to Donald Trump. But this, as far as policies are concerned, he's been quite remarkable. And the direction in which he has set the country on tariffs and a variety of other things may not be so bad.
Herb London, thanks for being here. We appreciate your input this morning.
Always a pleasure to be with you.
Good stuff. Thank you.